This is Princess Livia. And we're gonna look at some modern art statues and try to appreciate it, try to see the vision. So this is made out of metal. I think there was a lot of blacksmithing. Like obviously they had to heat this up and make it like, try not to touch it, like that, you know? And then it goes out into this kind of like hook, but also like fin shape. And honestly, I like this. And then I think they had like extra scraps of metal and don't like to waste anything. So they bent it even more and made it kind of like a scarf or a piece of something has been torn off and draped off and blowing in the wind. Let's get a 360 of this one. Very intricate design. This one just looks like a whole bunch of people had some junk and they wanted to make some art out of it. So here we have, well, obviously a rock sitting on top of a metal pole. And I think this metal pole was like blacksmithed somehow, like heated up and until it made like a curve of some sort. They had some wire, like some fences that people didn't need anymore. So they probably need to use some fire and they just bent it into this beautiful shape. Oh, and then here, this kind of looks like a human face that turned into like a twist. And this goes all the way down into like kind of like a staircase almost. Now this one, again, with the fence that the person probably didn't need anymore. Oh my goodness, is that? Okay, this looks like an old railway type peg that, of course, they had to bend it. And more scraps of metal that they just bent in this kind of way to make it look unique, like no one's ever seen before. And then they have here some curves. I think they're supposed to be like waves, like this was like a shipwreck or something, and those are the waves below. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is some old chicken wire. Well, not chicken wire, but just really strong, twisted wire with more personality. So I think this person just took a lot of time to find a vision for old things that people didn't need anymore. So it looks like part of a chainsaw or some type of fence that was attached to a metal rod and then twisted around, probably with some pliers or something really strong, is this yellow wire with a lot of personality. And he even untwisted part of it to give it some type of flair. And then here they just have metal poles, but then they have the metal poles up here too. Probably part of the original fence, looks like. And then here, probably saw these broken cylindrical pieces and thought, I could add that. Let's get a good 360 of this. Oh, I like the base. This looks like it took a lot of blacksmithing. What I see is a dinosaur head, like a alligator, like a fossil, and then just waves down into this very intricate design. Very, and then over here, it has like kind of like a different shape. Has such personality. Let's get a good 360 of this. Okay. Now this, I see this artist like to use rocks and elements of blacksmithing. If you look closely, you can see there's some hammering. And obviously he didn't want it to look as smooth as this one. He wanted it to look a little rougher on the edges. So that's exactly what he did. And it turned out pretty well. And see curves. I think these are like links on a railroad or something. Oh, okay. This one has a lot going on. Here we have, wow, a lot going on. Okay, so we have these curves and edges, and this kind of like twists and loops around. And it doesn't like, well, it twists. I think this was like a piece of a bridge or some type of fence that they had to like twist into this loopy shape. And the way these just perfectly sit with this piece right here that has all of this going on. There's so much going on. There's so much to take in. And then this, I don't even know what these would come from, but they came from something. And all of it is amazing. So, I think the artist had a vision with this one. I'm thinking flags in the wind, and then a kitchen shelf. Because see, here's a wooden spoon, here's a bowl, and here's some other stuff up here. So see, we have here, oh, the base is just, the way it's just like that, and it's waved so perfectly. A lot of craftsmanship went into this. And yeah. Now this looks, I think I already went over this one. There is a lot going on here. So I think I went through this one, but oh, this one, now I haven't gotten to this one. This one is like crisscross. And then there's some leather straps. And the way he likes, this artist likes to use stuff, it's really amazing. And then again, the wire from a fence that someone probably didn't need, or he didn't need anymore. think these are cement. And he either put them in molds or broke them off of something. Either way, those lines and corners look clean. And then here we have just rocks. Perfectly balanced. Now I looked at this one really closely earlier. They are cemented together, so if someone like taps on it, it don't fall. Which I think is really smart because kids are a lot. So this is landscaping with some, I think, just normal pencil. See, it says oil on panel. So I think, this is a panel of wood and it is painted on with oil paint. Now, if it's just like normal oil, this is very impressive for that. A lot of work went into these. Like, a lot went into that. So this is a multi-wood block print. So this is printed on a wood block. And I wonder if this guy took photographs to really capture it in this stillness. Like, it's peacefulness of nature. See, this looks like just a fence in the middle of nowhere. Like maybe he saw this fence and saw a vision of this. There's two of this, but they're different. See, this one's crisscross, and this one's like this. So here you have a tree house, rope, that looks like there's like a mountain and a fence, a house, and a little place to sit. Looks like a very peaceful place. Maybe this was the artist's backyard.
When we get close.
Oil on panels. So this is again like those ones over there, but it's very obviously a boating trip gone wrong. And then here we have a very peaceful, like, well, it doesn't look like it would be fun to walk on, but maybe the artist saw this and saw a vision. The echo in here is very intense. Just take a second to soak in all that's happening right here. All of it.
To keep leaking.
Oh, really?
Yes, and then at least kind of try that and see if it's going to help.
Okay. Let's go downstairs. The echo in there is so crazy. I hope that it doesn't like go bad. Okay. Now this is obviously a guy on a horse. He's looking up at the sky and the horse, I think the horse is cleaning itself. It's definitely not a cow. Ooh, I love beadwork. So it's obviously three guys holding up a cylinder. But if you look at all the beads and all the individual colors, a lot of work and dedication went into that. Then we have some, I think these are like used for like protection over houses, like from demons or evil spirits in like ancient folklore. Then here we have just a woman. She has pretty flower or feathers in her hair. And if you look at her face, she's really sad or deep in thought. Now, this is all made out of fabric, but if you look at the fabric used and the stitching, it was made to be very modern. And here we have just I think it's like has an embroidery to it, and it's obviously very masterfully stitched, and it was made to look frayed on the edges, maybe like a flag that was in battle. This one, you gotta look real close. You'll see it's all stitched together, different places. And it looks like on the back side there's something going on. There is something going on. I feel like modern art has more personality than AI because there's an actual person behind it. See, oh my god, I think, can someone actually hand stitch this well? I can't even hand stitch that well. And I sew a lot of things. My goodness. It looks like maybe I'm just appreciating this one for its amazing craftsmanship. Oh my goodness. This one has a lot of embroidery going on. Like, look. The flowers and all the different shades of red and white used. See, they have cream colors and eggshell white. They have crimson red. Just appreciate the stitching. The stitching is everything. Okay, this one has a lot going on. This one must have taken like days or hours. No, not hours, but days nevertheless. So slay. And if the words so slay go out of fashion, it will become my thing. So here we have circles, almost like cartwheels. Oh my gosh. There is so much sporadic things going on with this one right here. Very sporadic, very, what am I thinking? I'm thinking I have a lot of scraps of fabric and I want to use them to make something. And they made something and it ended up in a museum. Let's get a little bit closer, shall we? Now, I really appreciate art like this because if you look really close, the craftsmanship, the stitching is everything. And the way it's folded and the way these artists can just take the most basic everyday things and turn it into something beautiful such as this. I don't know where they found this fabric, but I would use this type of fabric for like a headpiece or something. I would have to get creative with it. I think this person special ordered this fabric from like different places. Oh, pieces of vintage silk. These are vintage silk. Just soak that in. Amazing. Oh, I actually see something in this one. Let me just sit down. I see like a man sitting on a fish hook. I don't know if you guys can see it too, but I have quite the imagination. Look, see, that's his tux. Or maybe it's a woman on something. Like maybe that's her skirt. But you can take it as you want. It's modern art and it's not AI art. Therefore, it has personality. There's a lot. I just like to soak in the craftsmanship and the time it took to get all of that piece together. Oh my gosh, this one has really nice embroidery and the different patterns. This one speaks to me. I don't know why. And I have no idea where I would put it if I had it in my house. And then we have a lot. Okay. So I think all of these are pieced vintage silk. So I think, ooh, this could have taken months to piece together. And it's such a big piece too. Big, beautiful piece. Same with this one. And with the white one, you see with the aging of the vintage, she really took that to her advantage, or he, I don't know. He really took that to his advantage by just piecing it together. He took the like aging and the changing of the colors of the silk to really shape them into this. And then this is also pieces of vintage textiles. So this has texture to it. I really can see it. We have a lot going on. We have stitching. I think maybe these were from like old ties, like ties you put around your neck. Same with this, just a lot of giving me necktie. Wow, okay. So, and I just wanted to show one more piece of art.
Oh, you're fine. We got time.
Okay. Tomato soup, because I love soup. We got there's obviously some glass blowing and a lot of color and time put into this one. A seashell looking thing, I think that's glass too. Same with these, ooh, that's impressive right there. Hold on, I see something in this entrance. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I just had to take a moment to appreciate that. Very nice. See, I like to take my time to appreciate modern art. You see this very shiny when the light catches it in different ways. When the light catches it in a different way, it shines in a different place. You see that? It's almost like it moves and dances as you move. This one, very delicately put together, painstaking to make. Oh my goodness. It says, please do not touch, but I'm so tempted to crank it, but I'm not going to. But I think maybe this fish moves and it nom-noms at the ship or something. And, okay, so I think this is supposed to represent some type of way that things just balance. Like, oh no, okay. Here we have some, looks like mud. But I have seen people make paint out of mud. And they obviously took a comb and combed it and then took like toothpicks or something to make those lines. Some fingers. And honestly, I think that all of this has more personality than AI art. Because AI art is not it, bro. So, see, we have here just a lot of colorful lines. I see ocean waves and these dots look like a seashell or like a fin of some sort. Now, if you look really closely, you see maybe this is an iceberg and this is just the tip, because maybe there's like frosted tips under the water. Maybe there's a fish, because all I'm getting from this is ocean, and it's beautiful. And then here we have a lot of texture, a lot of sporadic like sculpting put into putting the paint in, pinching and molding. Maybe there's some clay somewhere under there, but the texture and the color over here is just crazy. And then there's a lot of clean, incredibly clean lines here. It looks like someone used painter's tape and just and then decided to put some triangles. All of them. So pretty. I think this is paint made out of mud too. The color and the way it is spread is very similar to that one over there. This looks like a tree that looks like a human, two humans fighting. And this, what is this made out of? Oh, it's from Japan. It's during the war. The artist was trained as a pilot in the Japanese Air Force. The war ended, Marky began his painting process by carving a wood block. He would add cement around the carved areas. Once the cement has dried, he would carve over the original lines. The process produced a deep impression that critics of his work, in terms his subject matter, he explored a depiction of symmetry and precision later in life. After 1960, he began to add spots of color to his composition, a master of modern Japanese abstract printmaking. Mackey's? I don't think that's how you say it. But Mackey's work can be found in the collections of this Museum of Modern Art in New York, Los Angeles, Country Museum of Art, and the British Museum. As you can see, maybe that guy is like, that's his name? I don't know. I don't speak Japanese yet. Okay, that's a lot of watercolors, and it's so slay. Just take a second to soak that in. Let's soak it in. Okay, so we have Poseidon with a woman. I think he's saving her from the three-headed hounds of hell. And you can tell it's Poseidon from the crown and this thing. And I don't know why they have to be naked, but at least there's a cloth covering his groin. Okay, so we've got a lot of metal. And obviously someone scraped on this metal to give it that personality like this one, where when you walk around it, the light changes and catches it in different ways. This has a lot going on. Just a lot. I can't even put into words what I'm like thinking about this one. You guys think about it. What's going on here? I think maybe a eclipse of some sort. I think this is a photograph of carnival rides. Oh yeah, photography. Is this photography too? Yep, this is photography. I think this is like a subway train moving super fast. Wow. Okay. Well, this is a very small museum, but I think I hit all the key points, and they have a gift shop. Let me see what you have in the gift shop. Well, that's way out of my price range, but it's pretty. They got pottery, $25. That's not too bad. But it'd probably break because I have dogs that are reckless. Ooh, if I wasn't allergic to earrings, I would buy this. Nice. Is that $20?
Yes. Those are my favorite.
Do you take card?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, I'll have to look at my bank here in a second. I have a YouTube channel and I'm just appreciating art. I've heard a lot of controversial things about art, but me personally, I think, and I voiced many parts of this video, modern art has personality, but modern art has personality, AI art has none.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
And this is the lovely woman who works here. Say hi. So, and I just really like soup. gorgeous. Well, that's all I have for you guys today. And this is a very small museum with a lot of twists and turns of feelings of art. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye!